Yo, what is good YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah Flips back with another video. In this video, as you can see by the title, we're going to be going over how to find winning product. If you've been reselling for months and you still can't find winning products if your life depends on it, I'm about to show you what I do differently to find these winning products. Because let's keep it real, most of y'all are just buying random vendor lists, chasing, the most hype products at the moment, or you're just testing random ass products with no real systems in place and you wonder why nothing's working. So in this video, I'm going to cover the 3 steps I follow to find these untapped winning product, my driven strategy to help me scale to $27,000 in 1 month, and the one thing you need to fix so you can actually scale with these products. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it real. When I first started reselling, I used to spend hours just scrolling, testing, wasting money, and losing money on products that will make me absolutely no money. What I used to do was just scroll on Instagram, scroll on TikTok, and search up the best products to sell. And the worst mistake I made was searching up the best products to resell in 2025. I then found me a product. At the time, it was spider hoodies. And guess what? At the time, it was about to be springtime. So nobody is wearing hoodies throughout the springtime, but I didn't get that through my head. So what I did was I picked 4 random colorways, and not only did I pick the colorways, I picked a full set. So I don't know why I would pick a full set throughout the springtime thinking people were going to pay for them. Then when I picked out my colorways, I didn't want to spend my money yet. So what I did was I asked my Instagram followers. At the time I had like 200 followers. I asked them, I put a poll up trying to make sure I picked the right colorways for them. My followers would barely interact with me, so it's hard for me to pick which ones, but I knew I was ready to invest in bulk products. So then I ordered my bulk products, and then 2 weeks later it came and I got no sales. I got nothing but window shoppers, and it was so annoying. I got 0 sales with tons of window shoppers. So I was wasting my time in the DMs, and not only that, I wasted over $1,000. So with that being said, these are the 3 biggest mistakes that you can make that will prevent you from finding these winning products. So don't do these. Alright, so mistake number 1, paying for vendors that everybody already has. You want to think about it like this: you're paying $50 for a vendor link that maybe 3,000 other people already have. There's nothing exclusive about that. Nothing. If everyone has the same supplier and the same products, guess what happens? Everybody's selling the same thing. Margins get destroyed, and now you're stuck competing with other resellers' prices. And you always have that one reseller that will just lowball themselves just to make a quick sell. For example, somebody could buy a spider hoodie for $20 and they're going to turn around and resell on Depop for 35 bucks. This sucks because you're always late to the products. You don't know how to find winning products on your own, which I'm going to show you how to do later on in this video. And whenever you hop on that product and it goes dry, then that means your business goes down with it because you're relying on that one product to scale. And this is exactly why I teach my students how to find products themselves so that they don't have to rely on another vendor list or just random hype products on the internet. Our mistake number 2, copying TikTok trends or Instagram trends way too late. Let's keep it real. If y'all don't know this, by the time you see a viral product on TikTok, more than likely it's already dead. The thing is, most people don't understand this. They feel like when they see, oh, this video got 2 million views, that means this product is obviously hot and the best selling right now. Let me go sell it. Like, think about it, bro. Like, bro, if the video has 2 million views, the reseller that posted it made their bag from that product and just dipped. Because if you don't know this, if you find a winning product, somebody's gonna find out. You can't do nothing about it. So before anybody else leaks the product, the reseller's gonna leak it themselves because they're gonna make a bag off the winning product and they're gonna make a bag off you guys as well. And that's when you guys hop on the product and it oversaturates just like that. So the reason why this is a bad strategy is because you're entering the market right when the prices drop. The supply is way too high. Everybody's competing for the same buyers, and then you end up holding inventory that nobody even wants anymore, just like me. So you gotta know, trends don't make you money. Being early does. That's the reason why I don't go to TikTok to find winning products. I use data to find trending products quietly before everybody else catches on to it. Now, this is the biggest mistake you could make because this is where you lose the most money, you waste time, so it's easier for you to give up on reselling. The easiest business model. Mistake number 3, testing random products with no validation process. Most resellers wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna sell this Hellstar hoodie today, or I'm gonna sell this spider hoodie next week, or I'm gonna sell these shoes next month. At that point, it's not a business anymore. At this point, you're just gambling. You might as well just sports bet. And you're probably wondering what makes a product random. No demand research, no sales history, you have no comparison to competitors, no price consistency, and you have no way to test if it's actually a winning product. So if you don't have a way to validate a product within 48 to 72 hours, you're gonna keep wasting money buying stuff that you think is a winning product. And to be honest, that's exactly how I used to mess up. I'll copy random people, lose money, and wonder why I wouldn't scale. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, how do I find these untapped winning products? Everybody's gonna tell you a million different things, but I'm gonna tell you the strategy and how simple it is. So I'm gonna just tell you my exact strategy, and it's so simple, literally. So get your popcorn and take notes. So rule number 1, find products with high demand and low supply. So where do we go? Go on eBay. They're simple like this. Take notes, copy me. Nobody really does this, but we're gonna go to advanced. So you see advanced on the right hand side, go to advanced, and then we're gonna go to, okay, you see the keywords right here, keywords, we're gonna go straight to sold items right here, sold items right here. Then we're gonna go to keywords. So then we're gonna go to keywords right here. here, then think about it, bro. We're in Q4. It's about to be cold outside. Just think about products that you know could sell. For example, I'm gonna just put puffer hoodies, or better example, North Face. North Face, I don't see a lot of resellers talking about that. So let's say North Face, and then minimum price 200. Search. So as you can see, today's date is November 13th. I'm not even lying. You can see right here, November 13th. You see this, and what time is it? It's 2:14, bro. It's 2:14. The day just got started. This already sold for $329. This right here, you can literally get this from my supplier for, I think, $40, $50. And I'm not here to say, hey, purchase my supplier. Like, this is proof right here. You know what I'm saying? I might hop on this myself. So this just got sold right here, November 13th. Another one got sold for $220, $295, $275. And this is all today, November 13th. This right here, like, I know for a fact you get this from my supplier. So as you can see, this is clearly a winning product. $269 right here. Like, this is a winning product you can sell. And to be honest, I'm not really gonna call this a method. I'm gonna just call this like a small strategy. You're really doing what you do already on TikTok, you know, trying to find high in demand products. Nobody's gonna tell you to do this though, because everybody wants to sell what everybody else is selling. So you just, you know, this is easily how you can find winning products. Just simply just like this. Look, November 12th, all this sold $230. Let's do another example. Cartier glass, and like we could do Cartier glasses or something like Cartier glasses. Like, just type in random products and see. Look, sold for $225. You get these from my supplier for 20 bucks. You know what I mean? So sold November 12th. All these sales from yesterday. $310, $280, $300. This is simply how you find winning products, bro. It's that simple. That's 2 products that I found for y'all boys. And I don't know if I mentioned this. I did a day in life as a reseller a couple videos back. If you guys want to check that out, I sold like 2 golf clubs. Let's see how those golf clubs are looking like now. Golf clubs. So golf clubs go for around $700 at least. 700. Golf clubs. Golf club sets. $900. TaylorMade. $900. You know what I'm saying? This was sold today, November 13th. $1,799. Look, $839. All today. $900 sold today. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you find winning products, bro. Like, let me do a saturated product real quick. Let's do a saturated product. Fucking Hellstar. Just do Hellstar. Dude, like, sold for 19 bucks, bro. 19 bucks. $50. $238. Like, nah, bro. $39, $69, $15. Like, when you look at these small prices, these are the people who you're competing with. You're competing with people making $15 off a sale. You know what I mean? $40. Like, what, bro? $80? Like, this is cap, bro. October 30th. You clearly see, like, look at this right here. November 12th was the last Hellstar sale, and he only made $40. You get Hellstar shirts for like $22. He made $18 profit, but that's not including the eBay fees that they take off whenever you make a sale. So you probably made like $10 off this sale. Now, before November 12th, when was the last Hellstar sale? October 30th. That was over 12 days ago for 70 bucks. You know what I mean? Like, these products are not high demand at all. You're not making no profit with these. Let me give you another example. Let's search up again spider hoodies. $68, $60, $80. $225. Now this is a high demand spider hoodie right here. I'm not gonna lie. This exact colorway right here, November 13th, $69, $50, $100, $12, $51, $40, $60. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is a, you know, good colorway. This is high demand. Everybody wants these right now. But the other colorways like this, $80, $32. Let me say this. You see, it's a lot of sales, bro, but everybody's selling these. So you're not guaranteed to make $225 off a sale. You know why? Because you have all these other people lowballing themselves, making $32 sales, you know, $65 sales. So it's gonna be hard for you to make profit and sell a spider hoodie for over $200 because you have people like this selling spider hoodies for $56. And not only that, when you see, like, let's look at this seller right here. This seller, he sold over 63,000 items. Over 63,000. If you look right here, you see all these are more than likely fake. 101, definitely not, you know, actual spider. But you see he has 99.9% positive feedback and over 11K followers. So you as a new reseller, bro, these are the people who you're competing with. You know what I mean? This guy's obviously going to get the sell. As a new reseller, if you have no feedback or any, you know, vouches, any reviews on eBay, I wouldn't try competing with these people because it's oversaturated. It's no point. You want to stand out, right? So if you want immediate sales, you know, for example, that puffer, the North Face puffer, was a very good pick that I just found right there. Golf clubs still go crazy. Not everybody's, you know, selling those versus spider hoodies. Everybody and their mama now is, you know, competing for a sale. You know, you got people selling them for $32 because they're that desperate. So you want to stay away from oversaturated products like these. So boom, you found your winning product. It was North Face. Say for example it's this. What you want to do, nobody tells you this. I'm telling you, I'm putting y'all on straight game, bro. After this video, I promise you, I guarantee you're gonna make sales. I'm telling you, you're gonna make sales, bro. Let's look at the picture. What you want to do is you want to take a picture of this. You want to take a screenshot of all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what you want to do is you want to list it up on all local marketplace apps like Facebook and OfferUp. No online marketplace apps because you're pre-listing it. So first step, once you screenshot all of those pictures, it doesn't even have to be the North Face. Say you found your own winning product, just take a picture of a listing off eBay that's already sold and just relist it on, you know, OfferUp, Facebook. The reason why I say you don't want to list it up on eBay or Mercari or any online marketplace app is because you're about to pre-list it. You're not about to order and spend money on a product that you don't know for sure is about to sell. And if you're confused on what to put as a title or description, simply what I would do, or what I usually do, is I just use the same exact listing that I got from eBay. You want to use the same exact description, same title, same, you know, maybe put use as new so your listings won't get taken down. So once you do that with the potential winning product, but you don't stop there. Once you list it on OfferUp, Facebook, you want to find at least other 2 potential winning products. So for example, I pulled up Cartier glasses. Another example, I put up golf clubs. You want to, you know, do the same process. You want to screenshot those same listings and put it on Facebook and OfferUp. So now you have 3 potential winning products that you're about to find out in the next 48 to 72 hours if that product sells good for you. So boom, next day later, you should have like 3 to 5 buyers saying, hey, is this available? And boom, and you're probably like, dang, I don't even have the product in hand. So that's your sign to go to the supplier and purchase maybe 4 or 5 of those products, because a lot of people's texting you for that same product. And I know you're probably asking, what do I say to those buyers? You just want to simply say you're on vacation or something like that. Just say you're out of town and you'll be back within the next week or 10 days. But your main focus shouldn't be those exact buyers, because since you know it's a winning product and it's high in demand, you'll have other buyers, you know, hitting you up for the same exact product. By the time you order those products, when it's halfway there, you want to boost your listings. Boost it on Facebook, boost it on OfferUp. So that way when the product actually lands, you should have so many buyers lined up already. Therefore, you should be sold out of that same product within the next 2 to 3 days. After you ran it up on marketplace apps, you want to use your brand. You want to start leveraging content. Like I said in the last video I made on how to build a brand and how to leverage content, you want to do the same exact thing with the new winning product. You already ran it up on marketplace apps. It took you maybe, you know, a month. You ran it up. Now you want to start selling it to your audience, because not only you're selling on marketplace apps, now you can sell bulk rates to your audience because you proved to them that you could actually make these sales on all these marketplace apps. So now your audience know you're not just talking, you actually know what you're talking about because you're showing proof. Now let's say you choose not to build a brand and you just take my advice from this video, not from last video. 1, you're going to always be competing on prices. That's it. You build a brand, nobody cares what anybody else thinks because you have your own community. Your community trusts you. So you can price your products at whatever price. It doesn't even matter. They will still purchase from you because they trust you and you built a community. So you have no brand, that means you have no leverage at all. And it's going to get to a point where you don't even need this video anymore because you have a brand. You're not going to rely on marketplace apps anymore or any of that. I'm literally teaching you as a new reseller. If you have no clientele, no nothing, you hop on these marketplace apps and you dip. You will never need a marketplace app ever again. Something that these resellers teach you is marketplace app this, marketplace app this. Go on Nextdoor. This is an underrated marketplace app. Nobody wants to sell in these marketplace apps when you can make 10K a month at least doing nothing, just because you have a brand and a community. When you don't have a brand, you're always going to attract low ballers and people and window shoppers. Since you have no brand, you have no repetitive buyers, you have no book. It's just so many things wrong with not having a brand. Like, think about it like this. When you don't have a brand, you'll always be searching for a new product, and that gets tiring, bro, because when you don't have a brand, you're always relying on a freaking product, and that product may die out the next month. Like, for example, like Labubu's. Labubu's was trending for like 2 straight months. Imagine if there was a reseller with no brand, which it probably was, with no brand, and they were just relying on Labubu's. They probably made 10K a month just off that product, but then it died out within the next month and now they're stuck. Versus if they was, you know, focused on building their brand, they could have been still selling Labubu's, bro. Without a brand, you're not going to scale to 10K to 20K months consistently. You may get lucky 1 month, but if you want to consistently hit those numbers, you got to have a brand. But that's not what this video is about. It's about how to find winning products and get quick sales. And proof that my strategy actually works is because when I first tried this right before summer, I don't know if you guys know about this, but watches, Moissanite, VVS Moissanite watches was going crazy. Cartier Moissanite watches, they're all going crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't saturated yet because, I mean, it was a high ticket product. And if you don't know what a high ticket product is, an example of a high ticket product is, you know, Moissanite watches versus a low ticket product is AirPods. So everybody knew about, you know, Moissanite watches, but not everybody's gonna invest, you know, that much money into a product. So it was easier for you to hop on it, you know, versus AirPods. Everybody could hop on AirPods, and that's what they did. So for Moissanite watches, I did did the pre-listing method and I got so many, you know, potential buyers. So what I did was I bought 5. And the thing about that is when I first got the product, this won't happen to, you know, any other winning products like the puffer jackets or anything. This is simply just for watches because I don't know. So a lot of people were trying to rob me. I had a lot of people hit me up and they were very sketchy. They would try to meet me at, like, you know, in the hood and stuff. They were just always trying to rob me. So I couldn't really sell it because it's like, I don't want to keep playing the gambling game. Am I going to get robbed or am I going to get a good sell? So what I did was at the time I used my brand and I'm like, you know what? I'm just sell these online. I didn't sell it for as much as I could have on the marketplace apps, but I still got a good profit. And I just hopped away from, you know, Moissanite watches because one, everybody had access to them. Everybody had access to the supplier. So why would they buy from me when they have access to the supplier? So everybody, that just got too saturated and I had to hop on something else. But like I said, I had so many potential buyers on OfferUp, Facebook. And the reason why I knew it was a winning product is because one, it passed the diamond tester. Not everybody's gonna spend, you know, $20,000 on a watch when you can spend, you know, $1,500 on the same exact thing. It passed the diamond tester, it shines, the quality is amazing. So I knew it was a winning product. So if you haven't understood this up to this point, it's not that winning products don't exist or reselling is dead, which is clearly not, because it's always a product that's high demand that everybody wants that you could get for literally cheaper and just sell it for half the retail price. It's that either you're trying to find them with a system that doesn't even work or you don't even have a system that you follow in the first place. I had a member in the Discord last month that made over $6,000 within 1 week using this strategy that I use. I shared it with him and he ran up $6,000 in 1 week. And this was his first week of reselling. I'm trying to get him on content so he could build his own brand so he doesn't have to rely on these marketplace apps, so he could work easier and not harder, but he's not listening. But I'm not going to keep this video too long, so if you enjoyed this video, please hit that sub, hit that like button, comment, and if you want more free value like this, I drop free daily game in my Telegram. I'll have it linked in the description, but only join that group if you're really serious about, you know, scaling your reselling business, because I'm scaling other resellers to at least 5-figure months consistently. And like I said, it's completely free, so I don't understand why you wouldn't join. But that's the end of this video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.